Good morning, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. I just decided to come on and just share something quickly in regards to how God has been dealing with me lately. I have had a song in my spirit over the past couple of days, and it's been a song that I've just been singing throughout the day or just reciting the words. And it's a hymn. I'm really not a big hymn person, but I know that God is having me keep this song in my heart for a reason. And the lyrics of the song say, "Trust and obey, for there's no other way to be happy in Jesus than to trust and obey." And I can truthfully say that God is teaching me how to be obedient, um, and how to earnestly trust Him and seek His face when it comes to His plans for my life. Over the past couple of months, I'm not even gonna lie, I have been playing God when it comes to a certain aspect of my life, a certain area of my life. I have literally been doing things that God should be doing. Putting the pieces together, or at least trying to put the pieces together, trying to make sure that one plus one is going to equal two, and two times two is going to equal four. And um, it's not working. And the reason why it's not working is because I would say, okay, God, I give this situation over to you. But then at the same time, I'm still trying to figure it out myself, and I'm still trying to make sure that things add up. And the thing about God is that He's not going to compete with you. Yes, He loves you, and yes, He wants the best for you, but He's not going to compete with you. There cannot be two gods in the situation. And even though with my lips I've been saying, God, I want you to have your way, God, I want you to take full control of this, my actions have been saying the total opposite. My actions have been saying, God, I feel like you're taking your sweet time, so I'm going to work on this myself. And God is going to say, okay, Tosin, if that's what you want, then that's what I'm going to give you. And the thing about that is 99.9% of the time we mess things up because we don't know the future. We don't know the plans that God has for us. Yes, we know that He has good plans. He has plans to prosper us, to give us a hope and a future, but we don't always know what that looks like. And but the beautiful thing about my relationship with God, and I've seen Him do it in the past, is that when He has something for me and He sees that I'm getting ready to really, really mess it up, He will stop me and He will just remove me from that situation. And that's what He did recently, and it took confirmations from my family. It took confirmations from my own prayer time. It took confirmations from other people for me to really open my eyes and see, like, Tosin, you are messing up. And I love that about God, because He can easily just say, this has been a month, this has been months worth of me playing God. And He can literally just say, you know what, Tosin, if this is what you want to do, this is what you want, and I'm not going to stop you. But He loves me so much, and He really has His hand on my life, that He's like, okay, I've let you do your thing long enough. I'm going to stop you now, and I'm going to make sure that you get my best for you. And the beautiful thing about God is that, at least what I've noticed in my life with Him, is when He removes certain things from my life, it's not necessarily that those things are bad for me, or it's not necessarily that He doesn't want to give it to me. It's more so that He is a God that He wants to get all the glory. And I can truthfully say that if I did end up in my own strength getting what it is that I desired, there's no possible way that I can truthfully say God did it. What I would have to say is Tosin did it, because it was me putting the pieces together, and it was me trying to fix things, and it was me trying to make things right, and it was me trying to make things add up, and God was not in it. So God really needed to remove me from the situation so that if it is His will for me, it will take place in a way that there's no way that I can say I did it. And if it is not His will for me, because I'm removed from the situation, I will be able to see clearly enough to trust Him and to be obedient and know that He has something better for me. And when I was meditating on that this morning and thinking about that this morning, it really made me realize that whichever way it is, I win. Either it's God is removing me from the situation because He wants to get all the glory when He does give me my desire, or it's God is removing me from the situation because He has something better in store for me. Whether I get what I want or whether I get something better than what I want, I win both ways. And there's no way in and of my strength that I can do that. And I really want God, especially in this area of my life. I've always wanted it to be a God thing. I've always wanted it to be um, this is not Tosin doing anything. I like to control. I think I've said that before. I tend to be very controlling, and because of that, God and I have this kind of tug of war type of relationship, and that's why there are times like this when He literally just stops me and He's like, "Okay, I've let you control enough. Now let me do what it is I have to do." And He's done it so many times in my life. And you would think by now I'd just be like, okay, God, I give you the control from the beginning. But He knows me. He understands my temperament. He understands who I am. And He knows that the path that I was heading was just going to totally mess up whatever He is doing in my life. And the wonderful thing about uh, being obedient now is that, I mean, obedience can be hard, obedience can be painful, obedience can hurt. Yesterday, I'm not gonna lie to you, yesterday was a struggle for me because it was like the first day of being obedient, and it's like you still have all these desires and you still have your way of doing things, and it's like, hey God, I'm trusting you. I'm trusting you. I'm trusting you. And I know that God's hand is in this because even though it hurts, I wasn't worried. Like, yes, it was painful. Yes, I cried. Yes, I was like, God, woe is me. But I didn't worry. And I just kept singing that song, Trust and Obey. For there's no other way to be happy in Jesus than to trust and obey. So, my encouragement to you today is just to obey God. It's easier. You your desires come, and God's will for your life comes into play and comes into fruition when you really trust and obey Him. And God wants to work in our lives in such a way that He gets the glory. And when you start to see in your life that you're doing things on your own, God is not going to get the glory out of that. And especially in this aspect of my life, I want God to totally get 150% of the glory. So I just want to thank God for stopping me. I want to thank God for taking control and taking over. And I want to thank God for giving me the strength to be obedient, um, the strength to listen to him, because I know for a fact that um, when I listen to him and when I trust him, it's easy to hear his voice. It's easy to hear what it is he has to say, because you're no longer focused on trying to figure things out yourself. Your focus is now, okay, God, I've given you um, full reign over my life, full reign over this situation. I want you to take control. So today, I'm urging you all to trust and obey. I'm urging you all to be obedient, and just watch God um, move in your life. Don't play God, because He's going to sit back and let you do what it is that you want to do. But life is so much sweeter when we let God take all the glory and when we give Him all the control. So happy Thanksgiving once again, and have a blessed day.